today's important news. Russian president's visit to India is historic. In fact, from the last 4 years, if you see, Russian president have not come to India. He came to attend 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit, and India and Russia now owe to enhance their trade to $100 billion by 2030. And they're aiming to expand the trade beyond defense and oil. In fact, you all know, trade is highly skewed in favor of Russia, and India has very big trade deficit, huge trade deficit with respect to India-Russia trade. So even Putin is aiming to increase imports from India. This is the first thing. $100 billion trade target between India and Russia by 2030. And second thing, India and Russia are going to enhance their energy partnership, defense partnership, and more importantly, they're also diversifying their trade in another partnership like agriculture, shipping, etc. And Russia needs skilled workforce. And now Indian workforce who are highly skilled and dedicated might get good opportunities in Russia. And more importantly, people-to-people contact is another focal area between India and Russia. Around 20,000 students, Indian students, are studying in Russia, and most of them are in medicine. And around 60,000 Indians are in Russia right now. And India and Russia are going to establish a fertilizer plant in Russia with joint collaboration. And more importantly, Russia is also aiming to have an alternative sea route for Suez Canal through North Sea. Alternative sea route. In that alternative sea route, Russia is also expecting Indian collaboration. And as you all know, we have S-400s from Russia, BrahMos from Russia, Sukhoi 30 and now Sukhoi 57 from Russia. Now India is going to go for next version of S-400, that is S-500. S-500 is also on the cards. And India-Russia Annual Summit Partnership is celebrating Silver Jubilee. It is 25th year. India-Russia Summit level partnership began in the year 2000. And from the last 25 years, Russian President Putin have visited India 10 times, either as the Prime Minister of Russia or President of Russia. He visited India for 10 times, the 10th visit. And Putin got red carpet welcome. Modi ji personally went to the airport and welcomed Putin. They both traveled in an ordinary Toyota Fortuner together. And in Rashtrapati Bhavan, Putin got 21-gun salute welcome. And Indian Prime Minister Modi ji gifted Russian translated version of Bhagavad-gita to Putin. And here, in India-Russia friendship, it is considered as all-weather friendship. It withstood the test of the time, and it's a pole star or guiding star for the world and also for India and Russia, because in spite of various turbulences and pressures, India and Russia worked together from the last 8 decades. Even if you observe, after India's independence and when India-Russia bonhomie started, Russia supported India with respect to Kashmir issue in United Nations. And though India is a non-aligned power, a leader in the non-aligned movement, still India and Russia are together. And Russia supported our steel plant from Billai steel plant. Now, after in 1971, India and Russia signed Treaty of Peace, Cooperation and Friendship. In 1974, when Operation Smiling Buddha was concluded, America suspended nuclear fuel to India. Immediately, Russia rescued India by supplying nuclear fuel to our TAPS, Tarapur Atomic Power Station. Not only that, India and Russia defense collaboration is a big highlight. The tank technology, T-72, T-90, the tank technology, the tanks which are useful in the borders, the technology is being provided by Russia. And you all know that India and Russia have collaboration. Russia have actually leased or sold many warships to India, including INS Vikramaditya, earlier called as Admiral Gorshko, whatnot, even the MiG-21 aircrafts. All these things, we brought it from Russia. Coming back finally, we are going to enhance people to people contacts, enhance our trade beyond defense and oil imports, enhance our agriculture and other partnership. And India and Russia are partners in BRICS. India and Russia are partners in SCO. And India and Russia, informally, as you all know, India, Russia, and China, Troika. We are also planning to have a Troika. And more importantly, India and Russia are strategically together. And Atal Bihari Vajpayee, while visiting Russia in the year 2000, in his delegation have taken Narendra Modi also. And personally, if you see, Prime Minister Modi and President Putin's bonding is also celebrating a silver jubilee. That's 25 years of their bonding. So this is the big thing that went on between India and Russia yesterday. And Russia is also planning to join International Big Cat Alliance, which is led by India. You all know Modi ji announced International Big Cat Alliance 2 years back in Karnataka, Bandipur. Russia has decided to adopt the framework agreement to join the India-led International Big Cat Alliance, a global initiative to protect the big cats. And big cats include tiger, lion, leopard, snow leopard, cheetah, jaguar, puma. So, and now Russia is also ready to join that. Yesterday, Reserve Bank of India, as you all know, Monetary Policy Committee, have reduced repo rate by 25 basis points. You should also know 100 basis point is equal to 1%. And if you see from February 2025 to December 2025, Monetary Policy Committee have reduced the repo rate by 125 basis points. So, Indian economy is right now in the Goldilocks situation. It's a very important term to remember. Indian economy presently in the Goldilocks situation. What is the Goldilocks situation? In economy, Goldilocks situation means when we have very good growth rate or stable growth rate, manageable and very good GDP growth rate, very good GDP growth rate. At the same time, when you have stable, manageable or low inflation. Okay, so on the one side, good growth rates, that is GDP growth, and growth rates should be very good. On the other side, manageable or stable or lower inflation. When this situation is there in the economy, it's called Goldilocks situation in the economy. This might be our prelims question. Okay, so Monetary Policy Committee have reduced, in spite of American pressures, we have very good growth rates. And more importantly, inflation is also manageable. And most importantly, if you observe, RBI is planning to pump money in the market so that demand will hike. Even RBI have also announced 1 trillion rupee open market operations where RBI is going to buy back the bonds and RBI is going to release the money in the market. Okay, so that 1 trillion rupees will be released in the market in order to push the demand. So open market operations can happen by selling the bonds or buying the bonds. This time it is buying back the bonds. So big news. Coming back, exercise Harimau's Shakti. The 5th edition of Joint Military Exercise Harimau Shakti 2025 between India and Malaysia commenced on December 5th at Mahajan Field Firing Range in Rajasthan. The exercise will run from December 5th to December 18th, 2025. This time, the Indian contingent is led by troops of Dogra Regiment, while the Malaysian side is represented by troops of 25th Battalion of Royal Malaysian Army. Exercise Harimau Shakti. So, very important. Next important news, Thailand seeks BRICS membership with India's support. Thailand has formally expressed its ambition to join BRICS and is seeking India's backing ahead of New Delhi's chairmanship of grouping in 2026, as India is going to lead BRICS in 2026. Thailand wanted to become member in BRICS. As you all know, BRICS is also in the expansion mode. As you all know, BRICS is also in the expansion mode. It's the right time for Thailand also to expand into the BRICS. And the 10th edition of Garuda Shakti, India-Indonesia Joint Special Forces exercise commenced at the Special Forces Training Center, Baklo, Himachal Pradesh. The exercise is being conducted from 3rd December to 12th December. So, big news. Garuda Shakti. And next news, Canada removes Syria from its list of foreign state supporters of terrorism. The government of Canada has removed Syria from Canada's list of foreign state supporters of terrorism under the State Immunity Act, as well as removed Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS. As you all know, Syrian government is HTS. Hayat Tahrir al-Sham from the list of terrorist entities under the Canadian Criminal Code. Canada has removed Syria from its list of state sponsors of terrorism. So, it said the measures will align with the decisions made by UK and US and follow Syrian transitional government efforts to advance stability. So, this is the news. And coming back, if you see, Indigo cancels over 1,000 flights, gets exemption from new night duty rules. Okay, Indigo cancelled more than 1,000 flights and will X 100 more on Saturday, crippling air travel across India and sending airfares skyrocketing. This prompted the government to exempt the country's largest airline from meeting new rules until February 10th. Intelligently, Indigo played it. The airline suspended all its departures from Delhi airport from the entire day to reboot its systems and stop cascading delays. It cancelled all its domestic flights from Chennai and all flights from Bangalore to Delhi and Mumbai for the entire day. Cancellations were made today to align our aircrafts and crew to be where they need to be in order to start afresh tomorrow morning. So this is a story. This is a story that is coming up. So this is the important news. We'll stop this now.